See, because when you position yourself, come on, you spend all that time on Facebook. You check Facebook 20 times a day. Why don't you check the book? You coming to see what ignorant news somebody gonna deliver to you. You text them a word. Oh, y'all looking at me like I'm cussing at you. Now, don't make it about Facebook business. That's about Facebook business. Come on, come on. When you position yourself for the reception of the word, when you position yourself, what you're doing is you're positioning yourself for the word himself to invade your situation. Oh, what are you saying? Jesus is preaching the word. The people are pressing in to hear the word. And in verse 2 it says, then he saw at the water's edge 2 boats left there by the fishermen who were washing their nets. Good God Almighty. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God, and the Word became flesh. Jesus is the Word made flesh. The Word was preaching the Word, and they were pressing in to get to the Word made flesh. And because they were pressing in, it made the Word adjust to the situation of somebody who needed a blessing. Can you hear me? Because some folks were hungry and pressing into the Word, God positioned himself so that he could bless somebody on this side, because the folks on this side were hungry for the Word of God. Y'all ain't hearing me. Whenever we get a whole bunch of folk who press in to get the word, it will move God to reposition himself so that he can see your situation. I'm trying to help somebody. Somebody who came in here, you in a big room, but you feel all by yourself because nobody knows what you're going through. I just need to tell you this morning that Jesus says he knows what you're going through. He knows what you're going through behind your church face and your important presentation. He knows what type of hell you're going through. Tell your neighbor, God sees it. See, washing your nets. Somebody say washing your nets. Jesus looked over and saw empty boats and some boys washing their nets. Boats and nets are the tools of the fisherman's trade. But the problem is the boat and the tools were not useful for catching fish on that particular day. They attempted to catch fish, but they failed in their efforts. So as far as they were concerned, they were going to wash their nets because they was through with that, because that didn't work. Oh, hear me real good. The nets washing is a sure sign of resignation. Washing your nets says that I've tried it, but it didn't work, so I'm through. Washing your nets says I'm disgusted with the process. This is a futile situation. I don't want to play no more. I'm taking my toys and I'm going home. Oh, let me just ask if anybody will tell the truth at 11 o'clock. You ever got into a situation where you said, forget this, I'm washing my nets? Have you ever said, no, look here, I've stood all I can stand, in the words of Popeye, and I can't stand no more? Have you ever said, forget you, forget this, forget it, forget us, forget your mess, forget this job? Matter of fact, you can take this job and... No, you don't understand what I'm saying. Have you ever gotten to a place where you were sick and tired of being sick and tired and you said, I'm done with this, I'm out, exit stage left, all the way even? But I hear God saying, when you can't see your way out, God sees you struggling in your situation. God says, I got you. I see you because I watch over Israel and I never slumber or sleep. When you can't sleep, I was up before you woke up thinking about your situation before you thought about it. Okay, let me help you. Here's what I love about God, Marley. Here's what I love about God. God is not a spectator. God says, I don't just see what you're going through and look at it for entertainment. He says, when I see your crazy marriage, but y'all hang together just because it's cheaper to keep them. He says, if you let me, I will step into your situation. Wait a minute. Jesus saw the boat, and then Jesus stepped into the boat, the one belonging to Simon. Do I have anybody who will change their name for a minute and holler, God, Simon over here, Simon over there? Simon. See, I like God, because God don't let you go into a fiery furnace just to watch you burn. When you go into the fiery furnace, the enemy threw you in. But see, the enemy got to watch God deliver you. Because sooner or later, the enemy going to look in the fire that they put you in and says, I thought we threw 3 deltas in the furnace. But it looks like somebody else then showed up. And one of them looks like the Son of the living God. Has God ever stepped into your fiery furnace? Has he ever come late in the midnight hour? Has God ever turned your stuff around? Hey, somebody ought to give him a fire shout. Yeah. He got in. Queen Sylvia, he got in to Simon's boat. Oh, Helen, can I help you? If you want a supernatural blessing, baby, you've got to begin in every area of your challenge. As the kids used to say, for real, let Jesus into that boat. See, many people position themselves to receive the word of God every Sunday. But after the benediction, they don't let him in that boat.